Hello and welcome to this video for SAM 2013. We're doing the PowerPoint number 3 video. Go to the SAM website and log in with your account. We'll look at the activity list view and find the PowerPoint 3 project. There it is. 5 attempts on this project. We'll see what we can do. So the instructions, let's open up the instruction file to see what it is we're supposed to do there. I'm sorry, that was off the screen. I will enable editing so that I can go through this. We're formatting a PowerPoint presentation. They're telling us that it's already been drafted, but the supervisor wants you to go through and finalize the presentation and add some graphics and add some text. The start file is np PowerPoint T1 with your name. We'll modify that with an _2, and we also see 3 support files. So let's get those. Here's our start file with the student name. I will enable editing, and I will do a file save as. I save it on my computer on the desktops where I'm saving mine so I don't forget. _2. So here's my presentation. You can see it's pretty generic at this point. White background with black text. We'll change that before we send it off. And then we also have 3 support files. I'm going to go ahead and grab these 3 support files by clicking on the file and doing a save as and saving it to my desktop. So I'm going to have all these files saved to my desktop. Group, save as the second object here, which is man, and save as the third one, which is woman. Those files are now saved. They were listed alphabetically, and they're now all saved on my desktop. This extra thing here, credits, this is just a Word document that gives credit to the photographer who created those pictures. Okay, so I've got my files downloaded. I've got my start file. I'm ready to go. Step 1. Apply the second variant to the organic theme to this presentation. So going back to our PowerPoint, we want to change the theme to be organic, which I believe is here on the short list right here across the top right. It is organic. If I needed to look for more of them, I could hit the drop-down list and find them, but there's the organic theme there. Now, in addition to the theme, if you notice to the right of the theme group, there is a variants group, and there are 4 variants on this organic theme, and they're telling us to use the second organic variant on this, or the second variant on this organic theme, and that's what it looks like, kind of a wood panel. Step 2, on slide, oh, by the way, look at this, now we don't have those, our presentation already looks significantly better than the unformatted thing we began with. Step 2, on slide 1, which is currently untitled, add Dress Smart as the title text, and then apply the shadow text effect. So on slide 1, which is currently untitled, Dress Smart is the title text, and we're going to do shadow to this text. So in the Home tab, in the font group, there is a shadow option to the right of bold, italic, and underline. Step 3 says, on slide 1, which is now called Dress Smart, because that's what we just did, add Look the Part as the subtitle text and change the font size to 32 and then make it bold. So Look the Part is our subtitle text, 32 point bold. So I will highlight all of that by dragging over it, making it 32 point, and I will select bold. Step number 4. Add a new slide 2 using the to content layout, and then add a title and so on. So first of all, let's add a new slide 2. There already is a slide 2. I want a new slide 2. If you select right between the 2 slides, that little placeholder is there, so it's unambiguous where it is that we're getting ready to do our insertion. And then I can do a right-click insert, new slide, or I can go up to the new slide option up here either way. And when I select on a new slide, I need to change the theme there. That's not to content, so I can change the layout to be a to content layout. Now, the other way I could have done this, the same thing, is I could have come up here to the new slide drop-down, and the advantage of doing it this way is it shows you the list not only of the slide, but how you want the layout to be. So this, either way, when you get finished, you should have a new slide 2 that has the add text, click to add text to content layout. And the power of clothes is the slide title. The power of clothes, ES, as the slide title, and a font color of red accent 2, darker 25%. So the accent 2 font color, which happens to be red for the current theme. Accent 2 is the accents are the last 6 here, right? Accent 6. Accent 2 is this one, and we want accent 2 the darker. There are 3 lighter versions and 2 darker. So this one should be darker 50, and the one just above it is darker 25%. On slide 2, still, we are going to, which has the title, The Power of Clothes, which we just typed in. In the content placeholder on the left, add the following bulleted item list, professionally and socially. So I click here to add text. Professionally and socially are the text that we're typing in there. And we want the font size to be 32 point. So I select both of those and make 32 point our font size. We're still on slide 2. The content placeholder on the right, we're going to insert the picture file support blah 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 group.jpg, which is what we downloaded from the SAM website, and then we're going to make it 3.5 inches tall. So the group image. Now we have these 6 helper icons, and the bottom left one is inserting a picture, which is what we're doing in this case. So I select this, I get to browse to my desktop, which is where I have the group, all the support files saved, and there's the group file. So I'm going to select the group file and it places it there. I now want to resize this to be 3.5 inches. Now I have a couple of options. I could grab the little fill handles and resize it manually, or I can just come up here into the, when the picture is selected, into the Context Format Tools Format tab and type in the value 3.5, or use the up and down arrows to get it there and press enter. So now it's exactly 3.5 because I placed it there. Because I typed that value in precisely, and I can move it wherever I want to. I'll position it in the right hand side there so it's centered and looks good. Still on slide 2, add a speaker note at the bottom of the slide that says the way we dress impacts the way people react to and treat us. So the speaker notes, the way we dress impacts the way people react to and treat us, period. The way we dress impacts the way people react to and treat us. Yes, that's what it says. Moving on to slide 3, that should have the title, Business Dress Codes Are Based on. Convert the bulleted list to SmartArt using the vertical block list, which is the second column, the top row, in the Convert to SmartArt gallery. So on the third slide, I've got this bulleted list. I want to convert this to SmartArt. We can actually do that with a right click into a context menu, and Convert to SmartArt is an option there. And in the second row at the very top is the vertical block list that we are looking for. So this is what it looks like. The same text, industry, company, and size of company, but it's now SmartArt rather than text. It looks a little more visually interesting. On slide number 4, your attire influences the impression of. Use the Format Painter to copy the font formats of the word boss to the words clients and coworkers. So on slide 4, boss here has a format, and I want to copy that format. I can do that by going in the home group into the clipboard on the far left, the Format Painter, and I have a couple ways of doing this. I'm going to try it the double click way. So I'm double clicking on the Format Painter, which means it will remember this format. And I can just click now on clients and click on coworkers, and it does that for me. Now I have to unclick the Format Paint button so it's not continuing to copy the Format Paint. The other way to have done that would have been just to click it once and drag it over, and click it once and drag it over. Regardless, you can use that Format Painter tool, and you can make boss, client, and coworkers all have the same format. Step 10. Move on to slide 5. Exercise good judgment so that it becomes the new slide 10. I can see my presentation currently has 10 slides in it, and I want to take slide 5 and move it. It'll be the new slide 10. Now these other slides, 6, 7, 8, they're going to stay numbered what they are, but notice the 5 is now gone as I'm moving this slide. And as I'm moving it down, slides 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they're staying the same, but when I release it, I go below 10 and release, everything renumbers. And now those become 7, 8, 9, and exercise good judgment becomes slide 10. On the new slide 5, FAQs, format the bulleted list as a numbered list, and then add how do I create the look question as the third numbered item. So slide 5, FAQs, take this bulleted list and make it a numbered list. So have it selected and come over here and choose the numbered list 1, 2, 3 instead. Whoops. Select the whole thing, numbered 1, 2, 3. Had to select each line. Doesn't have the whole line selected, but I have to at least have part of each of the lines selected. So those are now a numbered list. And then I can come down and do a new numbered item. How do I create the look? With a question mark. On slide 6, business professional for women. Format the bulleted list as a numbered list. I'm sorry, didn't have it highlighted there. On slide 6, business professional for women, the content placeholder on the left, you're supposed to insert or create a multi-level bulleted list that has this text. Business suit, jeans and shirt pants, and so on. So let's type this in. Business suit, jacket and skirt pants, dress and jacket, tailored shirt and blouse, closed toe and low heel shoes, I did it exactly backwards. Closed toe is 2 words and low heel is hyphenated. Beneath that, minimal jewelry. Now I did not, the resizing of the text is done automatically to make it best fit within the content placeholder, so it got smaller as I was typing. I think I typed that all incorrectly. Now the other thing about this step is that we see it's a multi-level bulleted list, which is to say that some of these steps, some of the bullets, jacket and skirt pants and dress and jacket, these are actually indented a level. So I'll highlight those and come up in the home group to the indent level or increase list level, move that over one, and my those 2 bullets are now sub-bullets under business suit. Step 13. On slide 6, in the content placeholder on the right, insert a picture file, support blah 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 woman.jpg, which we downloaded from the SAM website, resize the height to be 4 inches. And then there's a hint, move the picture after resizing it so that it fits on the right side of the slide. So the woman support file, 4 inches tall. In this case, I'm going to select this icon on the lower left, the little helper on the lower left for insert pictures. Navigate to the support on the desktop, the support file for woman, and then make it 4 inches tall. Type in 4 inches there, and then I'll go ahead and position it in the right part of the slide. On slide 7, business professional for men, change the slide layout to be to content. So business professional for men, slide number 7 here. The current layout content is, I can see it's just one content window here. It's filling up the whole area. If I right click and say layout, I can change this to be to content, which is what we're instructed to do. Now it automatically resizes this text on the left to use its content area and leaves the content area on the right for me to do more with. And on the content placeholder on the right, insert a picture file, support blah blah men, available from the SAM website, and again, make it 4 inches tall. Okay. So those two slides look good together. Very well done. On slide number 9, business casual for men. Delete the content placeholder on the right. So slide number 9, I'm going to select this. Now to delete this content placeholder is a little bit tricky. Right now, when you're not selected on it, it's a dashed line. If you just click in it once, it's a dashed line. But if you actually click again and click on the border, it becomes a solid line outline. And at that point, you can delete it. Step 16, check the spelling in the presentation to identify and correct any spelling errors. Should find at least 2. So let's go under Review, Spelling, and let's see what we have. So tailored is misspelled, and here's the correct spelling. I want to accept or change that. And hygiene is misspelled on this slide. It's spelled G-E-I-N-E, and it should be spelled G-I-N-E, like the old song that we all learned growing up. I before E when spelling hygiene. Spell check complete, and you're good to go. The presentation should look like this, and just a quick glance. I see the images, I see the word art. Everything looks kind of like 2 images word art, so I think I look pretty good. My presentation, so I'm going to save, going to exit, and then I'm going to go back to the SAM site and upload it for a grade, and we'll see how we did. This is the NPT1 project. Click on Submit. It's a large file with the graphics. Takes a little while for the 3 green check marks. They come up. Then we come over to the reports, and I look for my PowerPoint number 3 report. There it is. Click on it. Say Open. And we scroll down to see our score on the last slide. And we made 99 out of 100. Oh my goodness, so very close. What did we miss? On slide 6, the text tailored shirt and blouse should be formatted as a bulleted list item in the left content placeholder. What did I do wrong there? Now, they'll give me some more information. I can actually go to slide 6 and see some more information there. Tailored shirt and blouse. I bet that's a typo, isn't it? Tailored shirt or blouse. See, it says or right there. And I said and. Easy enough. We can fix this. So I'm going to close the feedback file. I'm going to go back to my document, the one that I just created. I'm going to go to that slide number 6, tailored shirt or blouse, and then save that change and submit again. So I think that should be better. Activity list, PowerPoint 3. I've got 4 submits left. Do this one very quickly. The NPT1 project, submit, and we should be all right. Yeah, simple typo, hate those things. But it's nice that we get to submit multiple times. So the reports, PowerPoint 3, my second attempt, I can check by the timestamp that this is the more current attempt. Open up the second attempt. I feel pretty good about fixing that error. 100 out of 100. Very, very good. Have a good day.